Lehtaatukihan KILI kansalataake unkupela. Le walehansna wichoyake ohunkanka naista kun weihaka. Itcha gloha unkupina yuna yankla. Nakunta kuku wo iwongalaka. Naisna kun wothani. Itcha peo waya hatan hipi na Etahan takuku etun kompiennan kulolaka. Nanis adna kun trosta kun ujat khain piachim hanta in tohchi unkopia kapo. Sankpe objekta yuhlapo. Kunahana kun le woyake, eprekele woyake lkhos ohunkanka. Nais nakun wowa hokunki unkap. Echekte yuhunhip. Tona narop na kabina lila pridamya. Le meluza hata chat hanes kasi chanrud nais trachtok pa hetsek narop na kabina pilawya. Nais chankur na lehanna kumhuf yaglapi. Na pilawya. Hotsatro in Washijak. Welcome to the KILI Radio Storytelling Hour. This is Brian Charging Cloud, and I'm here with my nephew, and he will introduce himself.
Whoopila, Brian. Like you, Brian, I'd like to say thank you to Hercules for allowing me to be up here. I really appreciate that. Thank you to the Lakota Nation for allowing me to be a part of this one big Tioshbai that we have here. I'm extremely proud to be Lakota and to have my voice heard on the radio. It really means a lot to be here on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, to be atop this hill, sharing stories. I'd like to say hi to some friends out there in Chonkpe Opi and Oyukpe. A lot of my friends and family are from there, so I'd like to say hi to the ghost family out there and my friends. Thank you to once again Brian and Tuli Karen for all the help that she's given me as far as getting my grass dance outfit together and the language, and it seems like I get a book from her pretty much every day. I got another one today. So we had our Wachipi last Thursday, and went very well. I'd like to thank the Crazy Horse Singers, Charlie and Chris, the Porcupine Singers, and what was most important to me was the Manderson Singers out there. Terrence, Little Dog, Wes Newholy, Bruce Badmilk. I talked to those guys afterwards, and that really meant a lot to them, for them to be there. They haven't played together in a while, and it made me feel good that I talked to Wes, and he was the arena director, and I'd like to say hi to big thank you to Chris Eaglehawk. He did an excellent job. The singers, and then most importantly was the kids out there. They really made the night go well, especially when we were standing on the stage. And Lexi Bryan, he actually said that to me. How important it is for these, for the young kids to carry on the Lakota culture that we have, and to see all those kids with the staff, representing the schools, especially during the victory song. That was right after the flag song. That was pretty impressive. I know Hercules like that. Seeing all those kids out there with the staffs, that was pretty amazing. So, like to thank the other organizers at Chunkpi Opio, Waiwa, the kitchen staff, the security that we had. Everything went well. The cleanup, and Josh and Frank Ghost, and John Steele, and all the guys that were out there, Buck Spencer. That really, without those guys, it wouldn't have went off as well as it did. So, really want to send a thank you out there to those guys.
Yeah, that's whenever you see those young people show that culture, it makes you feel pretty good. So we know that it's going to be here for a long time.
Yep. The pride, especially we had White River. I think it was White River that came down.
Yeah.
There was a youth singers.
White River Crossing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
White River Crossing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome to see that. So,
yep.
I really appreciated the whole thing.
And before I forget too, Tim is probably. I hope Tim is listening, and I'd like to give him a shout out. Tim and Charlie. Charlie is an electrician.
Oh yeah, Chuck. Yeah, at school, definitely, most definitely.
And Tom C.
Tom C. And
he always listens to the radio. And Marilyn does the OLC show on Tuesdays. Marilyn, we listen to you. And then Karen for supporting us. And she said she would have something to eat when we get back. So that's so if you're listening, Karen, get busy because it's only a half hour. And I had something else here that I wanted to mention. Oh, the school. Something that the Lakota language. When we come up here, we always talk about the Lakota language, and I always say to work with this Lakota language, you have to have persistence and perseverance. You have to persevere, and then you have to have commitment. And something that came about was the assessment. Now, a lot of time, for a long time, we never have this. And as long as I've been around the Lakota language, we never have actually sit down and see what our children learn. And today I watched this, and it make me really feel good. And thank you for all those who worked so hard to make this possible. And that the organization is Ocheti Shakoi, right from here. I think they're located at Kyle. And there's 9 schools that are involved. And those schools, you know who you are. Kyle is one of them. Wounded Knee is one of them. Lone Man is one of them. Crazy Horse, Hakini. I can't remember the other ones. I think Sisseton is one of them. Let me swim. But it's for me. It's something that it's our language, and I think we just about time we take it upon ourselves to do this assessment and not have somebody else from over the hill come over here and say you're not doing this, or you should do it like this. It's ours. We need to do things like this from now on. We heard that some comments like that yesterday on that discussion we had.
Yeah.
So
I think what I was most impressed at was I believe in taking tests, to see where you're at on a scale. That can go so far, but what was most impressive was we had Delphine Redshirt came from Stanford yesterday, and our kindergartners and first graders, they actually got up. That right there, and it was a test in itself, but they got up and answered all your questions. You directed them. That to me is more impressive than setting a kid one-on-one and just asking him questions.
Yeah.
Because these kids, they do it in front of their friends. They really enjoyed that, and I know that Delphine was thoroughly impressed with what the kids, they came in and we read that story in Lakota to them, and I think that was she was really impressed by that.
Yeah, so I really it makes us feel good, people that makes me feel good to see things like this, and because part of the storytelling, we always talk about the language and why we're doing this, or what we're doing, or what kind of methods we're using, or so we learn every day. And then yesterday we learned something, and that's the orthography. Orthography. I was looking at this today, and there's right now there's about 13 different orthographies, and right now there's really no single one that everybody uses. We all use whatever comes along, whatever we think is the brightest, or maybe someone uses that and does a workshop somewhere or something like that. Then we listen to that. But for us, like yesterday at that meeting, we used our orthography here, the ones that we use since time, what's that word, immemorial.
Right.
So that's where I stand. So I think that was good. But they're all good. They're all good, and we all understand
them.
Yeah. So that's
the one thing is
that's the hope.
That the dictionary kind of,
yeah.
They throw a lot of THs in there, and they don't belong, and that sometimes pulling a word out of the dictionary kind of gets you
confusing sometimes.
It gets real bad.
So sometimes we have one word that looks like a Christmas tree. Someone said that before.
Yep.
Said pretty soon this word's going to look like a Christmas tree. You're going to have a V on top of the rocker there, the dot there, there, and then
glottal stop.
Yeah, glottal stop. Yeah. Pretty soon we'll have an X in there somewhere to H.
They'll bring back the X and the Y.
Yeah. But anyway, as long as we keep plugging away, and I think yesterday it was mentioned that we should all get together. I don't know. Some of you are the listeners out there. You're very active in the Lakota language, and those kind of thoughts come around whenever I go to places and say, someday we should all get on one train or one path and just go in one direction, all of us, and use that. But it's not to standardize. I mean, and standardization scares people. But we need to all go in one direction, and we will be very strong. Right now, we're not doing that. We're going. Sometimes we go the opposite direction, up, down, sideways. So, and then we jump on different bandwagons.
Yes.
So we're not really knocking your orthography or my orthography, but I think we should all do it together. And that goes with curriculum too.
Definitely.
You'll have one, and I will have one, and
Helen
might have one, and
right.
Babette might have one, and then. I'm very possessive, so I will say I'll use it, but I don't want you to copy it.
Right.
And so that kind of thoughts is not really good.
And that's really the thing. What I try to get across to my kids in the classroom is that just like this language. We talked about this last time we were here. How you get there at the end. When you become fluent, it's not really how you get there, as long as you accomplish that end goal. But and that can also work in different ways. That it might not work where everything has to be standardized. Yeah. And there we go with that word again. So, but the language will be back. I mean, it's not.
That word came up one time. This was maybe 12, 11 years ago. We had the language meeting, and what can we do to really make this language teaching, learning work? And the one that came on top at that time was home. Tiata Ejala, that
right.
means speak at home. And then the other one was some kind of standardization. Okay, so in other words, we're all going to spell 1GWANJI or 1GWANCI or Hokshila, HOKSILA, like that.
Yep.
And not have N in there or K in there
H.
or X in there or
right.
that. And that's so you don't want to really put standardization because if we do that, then it scares people.
Yep.
Because you cannot change things just overnight. And then the other one was working together and have songs. Use songs to reinforce what you're doing. And then storytelling, like what we're doing here, storytelling. And then at the end is, as long as you do it in a good way, a good open heart, iokpia, that means happily, then it's going to work. So I think that's enough in the language. And I know, like I always say, everybody that works in the language field, they're all doing the best they can. And they're always looking for things that work. Yeah, that really works. So, we do have one word here. Sometimes we bring a word. And I think we mentioned this before, but the one that came out was Wayuichache, right? Is that the one? I think so.
Yeah. Oyanke.
Yeah.
Wayuichache.
Oyanke Wayuichache. That means a person that community leader. Yeah, a person that don't wait for anybody. He just does it. Yeah. And then when he does something, then you watch him, and then everybody, like picking up trash,
right,
or helping other people.
Because that's what I asked you earlier was, not so much Ita-chan, but just almost like a natural. Yeah. Not I'm going to point you, Ita-chan, but you take it upon yourself. Wayu Chage, just lead by example. Yeah. Oyanke Wayu Chage. Yeah, Oyanke.
Community organizer or community leader. And
they also
people like that all over.
Tim, there's one right there. Mm-hmm. Tim Little Dog. Wayu Iyanke, that's what he does. Yeah. Motivate people. Just by his actions alone, he doesn't really have to say anything. Remember we went to Rosalie Little Thunder, and she always said that was the elders would not tell you, hey, make your bed. They'd go around like, hey, the water really needs to be filled. Yeah. They wouldn't say it to you directly. Yeah. It was just some things that should have been done. That Tim does that. He doesn't go out there and tell everybody help me pick up the garbage or anything. But Wayu Iyanke.
And another one is Spukeshni. That's like we have some students there at Chankpeilpi that they're Spukeshni. That they will come right out and answer if you ask them something. Like Rain is one of them. Sheena is one of them.
Yes.
Those girls. And then there's some boys too, like that. And then some of them, you ask them something in Lakota and they know it, but they don't want to answer. Maybe they don't want to, I don't know, maybe they're shy or maybe they're scared. Maybe they're scared that they might say it wrong. And then I will say, hey, Hajatushni. That means don't be scared, just say it.
Don't be afraid, That's what, that sign's on the wall. Yeah. But, sometimes it doesn't really get looked at.
Yep. So, just speak Lakota. Don't be afraid to say it wrong. Or
Iapo, Lakota Iapo.
All the Lakota speakers will help you. They're not gonna pounce on you.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So, okay, then the other one is I got some things here. They are called Lakota Wowa Hokunkie. Okay, now, Mr. Apple, if you're listening, some of these came from your book. Okay, Mr. Apple wrote this book, the old Lakota language, the words that we don't use anymore. He knows all of this. And like for me, I always tell myself that when I speak Lakota, maybe I'm just using so many words. Remember we did that at Black Hills when we went there.
Yep.
Which ones are really common? Which ones are, what's that? Comes up all the time.
Everyday use type of words.
Yeah. So a lot of these words we don't use. And it's good to have people like Mr. Apple, because he used our. There's people out there that use these words. And when you hear them on KILI radio here, and while they're talking, they use these words. So we'll just do maybe two or three of them, okay? Because maybe okay. One of them is here. It says Yekta Chana Shna Pejichota Azil Ichyayo. That means whenever you get up, smudge yourself and pray, like that. So that's a good, that's wahokunkia. In other words, you tell your friend that, say, yekta chana, that means whenever you get up, that means smudge yourself with sage.
Right.
Wachekiayo. Pray. Yeah.
Wachekiayo.
I think we do that every morning at the school.
We do that every morning.
Okay, we always have a circle, and we azilia, and we pray and we sing. Sometimes somebody might not listen, but that's okay.
It's a battle sometimes.
But maybe they will see us and do it. See?
Yeah.
And so it's not really. Sometimes you just have to let them go, and they will join later. Like that. See, because they see it every day. Okay. Another one is Okay, Wigamoka is a rainbow.
Yep.
So whenever you see a rainbow, don't point at the rainbow. Because here's what it says in Lakota: He chanuki shake ni tawaki nichmiktelo or nako nipoktelo. That means it might become like a ball. Okay, so say Tom, if you're listening, don't point at that rainbow, because there might be a rainbow. Your hands might become a ball. You won't be able to eat. Okay, now here's another one. That means, okay, tonight, when you're outside, don't be out there whistling around. Okay. If you do that, a ghost might hear you, and it might touch you, and you'll really get scared, and something bad might happen to you. You might, I don't know, what will happen?
So don't walk through the Badlands at night.
Yeah. Okay.
Whistling.
Okay, let me see, here's a couple more. Okay. Okay, that means if you sleep late, I'm going to smell like a bear. Yeah? I don't know, I never smell a bear, so I don't know what to smell.
If you sleep in, you'll end up smelling like a bear.
Yeah, so we have some boys that like to sleep in, like Emmett and those. So don't do that anymore. You might. Okay, here's another one. Okay, that means Wichachpe is a star. It says, don't ever try to count the stars. I don't know what.
Foolish. You'll never finish.
Maybe somebody will try it tonight. If it's clear night, try it. See if you finish and let us know. Okay, now here's one too. Yapsha cha dua nixuye yellow. Okay, so whenever you're coughing,
yeah, makes you yellow.
Someone out there is remembering you.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Girlfriends. Ex-wives.
Your old girlfriend. So if you do that next to your wife, don't say anything.
Right.
Or your husband.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. These are like, they call these Lakota Wowahokunkie. These are like things that you tell to your. They're humorous, but at the same time, they tell you something.
Yep.
You know, it's like don't be alone at nighttime.
Yep.
Or don't try to count those stars. Maybe that counting stars, you might have a different idea too. Don't ever try to do something that you know you cannot.
You cannot do because you're wasting your time.
You're
spinning your wheels.
You might lay out there all night counting the stars when you can be watching TV.
Doing something.
Studying. Yeah. So that's. These are things that.
The one that I remember was call your name.
Yeah.
You call your name. When you're outside for the last time and you're going inside for the night, was to call your name 4 times, so that Nagi can come inside with you.
It says here, do not eat outside when it's dark.
Right.
I don't know. That's the one you mentioned. That's. I've seen Karen does that. Like, we go to park, maybe Sharon State Park, or maybe the Badlands or somewhere, and you have Goja Braylon. And before we leave, she'll say, "Call Braylon."
Yep.
And then that calls his
Nagi will. Because
but if you don't do that, then his Nagi will be.
It could get get attached.
Yeah, maybe he won't sleep that night,
or go somewhere else. And I talked to Karen about that. Was Tuli, if you're listening, we talked about that before. Was who knows where it'll end up? I mean, you're to keep it inside with you. So.
Okay, so those are good. And so that is why I don't point at rainbow, or I don't joloa at night. Because
I quit coughing a long time ago. I know Hercules doesn't cough anymore.
I don't think Hercules need to worry about that. Is he married or what?
He's got 3 wives.
He can cough all he wants.
2 girlfriends on Rosebud.
Tom, he can cough too. It's okay.
Oh, I don't know about that guy, but
okay, Lakota story, and we always have a story here, and before we run out of time here, we will do this story. And I think we have time for that. Yeah.
This is a Lakota story. The cheater got cheated.
I think we did this once. I don't know when.
It was a long time ago.
7 months ago. Well, it's back due to calls.
Yep.
So somebody wanted to hear it again.
Wanted to hear it again. Okay, the cheater got cheated. This is a Lakota story. This happened when the first white traders came to Lakota country. They came with a little peddler's handcart, and soon they had a big trading post and a fancy house. They started with nothing, and in no time were rich. They took the fat of the land. There was a French trader who bragged, that he could cheat the stingiest man alive out of his last dollar. He bragged that he could make an Indian trade $200 worth of furs for $2 worth of whiskey. He bragged that he could get $500 worth of beaver skins for $5 worth of powder and tobacco. He said he could beat a Comanche at horse trading, and everybody knows that is impossible. Someone told this trader, "I know a fellow who is better at cheating than you." The Frenchman said, "That person doesn't exist." Lakota says, "Yes, he does. His name is Iktomi. Bring him to me. I want to meet this fellow who can beat me in a deal." The man brought Iktomi to the trader. "Here he is, Ikto, the Spider-Man. He is the slickest guy around. He can beat you at cards. He can beat you in a horse race. He can steal money right out of your pocket, and you won't notice it." "I hear you're good at cheating," the trader said to Iktomi. "Let's see how good you are at it. Let's have a cheating contest." "Well, all right, but I don't have my cheating medicine with me. So what are you waiting for? Go get it." "That will take a while, but if you lend me your horse, I can be back in no time at all." "All right, but get on and be easy on him. That's my finest horse." The trader dismounted and handed the reins to Iktomi. "This horse is frisky. It snorts. It won't let me get on," said Iktomi. "Lend me your coat and hat so that the horse thinks I'm you." "Well, all right." The trader took off his fine fringe coat, which was decorated with quill work, and put it on Iktomi. He took off his costly beaver hat and put it on Iktomi's head. "The horse is still shy and dancing around. I think you should also let me have your boots. Otherwise, the horse won't let me ride him." "Well, all right." The trader took off his boots with silver spurs on them. Iktomi put them on. The spurs made a pleasing tinkling sound. Iktomi got on the horse and trotted off. The trader suddenly had second thoughts. He called after Iktomi, "Hey, come back. I have a feeling you won't return my goods." "That's funny," Iktomi yelled back. "I have the same feeling." Iktomi rose in the saddle, lifted his breechcloth, showing the trader his bare backside. Then he laughed and galloped on. And then he goes, the trader basically is swearing in French. Thus, the cheater was cheated.
Yep.
And that was the English version. And that's from American Indian Trickster Tales, selected and edited by Richard Erdos and Alfonso Ortiz. It's a great, great story.
Yeah, that's Ikto.
Ikto.
Yeah. Okay. Le Ikto ki ha. Hani doki le washitu hibhe ha. Wawi opchapsa. Lakota makhochekta. Nahe ha toki hip wahe ha ganas vira taku chonola iha hibun cheche. Hanka le mas ophe wajiglekta. Vira taku ta wipchap. Takuku khosh shi troy abnish takuku wipchap. Nahena le Lakota ki trosh ganas taku he ha trosh wahensh manish taku hayo hamena opna toki uchat upchan le neja taku uchat. Kana watoha yung khale oyate hipigel na lila tipi wastesteha. Tatag ni ha hipsni na ha diloch ankha lila taku teha. Tsana makhoche hanka wastega tsana ko ichip. Hoha hel in Vitasha le Sihanska Vitasha. Sihanska Vitasha kile in iglato mane. Trekash in taku kash kioki hike. Na kono tualila in trachin shitas tokash namazaska kioki hike. näistä kuin liila le hehantoki le wahisma ista kuha lila ota mazaska tonala unwichaki ke okihike isna kuin nishita etan chakwana hena le takuku lila ye hena technika na itu okihike hea na le na kun toge hana kun chali näistä kuin mazaska lila tonala unas mazaska zapta hea la unta kuku Lakota wichaki okihike omani kahel in onnakohel in hel oyatea in sintechla in tona ichakia sintechla wichasha ichakia hena chindila ha in lila shunka kast icha onka nako hena ekasmo shun khawi chaki okihike lehia he hel ojet tua anakopta najhanan tsecha Kawataan he aitana le sihanskele aitana le lui chasha I tokhashnia I tago cash ni tioki he lo katamanta na sihanskele tsozeka hela twini dagni sichula mo kioki ston mi mishnala mo KILI lo kana nach onaje hekle iktomi elo Matla na chashtagle auwe. Mblaka chelo. Khomak teo kikai. Iktomia hit. Le iktoelo. Le hanka chashak ki hai. Taku cash. Dwe cash kioki helo. Isna kon sunka khankian wichak havanta nikteo ki helo. Isna kon mazaska ki se champieta Ichuki helo to kashne lila in zomielo Mutjana chasha kile nikili kapelo na taiwan blaka chelo changaki chink telo ikto ancha yoya yoina le fejuta ke ikpea helo Sasihanska kile kiktuo Tako afgehoor Ikto I aitana he Trehang teloe Ash wanai Shua kranki heel maak Hanta wanas luk ankra hekta Ka orlihunik teloe Sasihanska ki yoya He shua kranki lila hanka Ashtet habol halo Lila ian kesh nyoe Atana iktomi shwa khankile akait inktashin Toki yecha hechuna tete Toki shwa khankile yuhomni menegla Khai Le shwa khanki ha shwa khanit khagale ata akayemich akish nilo Hotale ogolwanung he na aphosta hanas omak ki ha ogana shwa khankile nie Mie kechina o nie kechina ha ita ma kingteloe. Ata na siha sarle yoya. Ata oglowa in ka supcha on ta ishlok in ikto unke. Ona ha na kole chapa ha le tele ma khosta chapa ha on ka rap china ko ishlokina. Ku chahena ko Atali ikto ke swag khankle yashkaina he hechna ata ita ma keshne lo Samanas in le in khampa ya huska leftole huska ya Henana ko umak hata tata le si hasta kele le hampa ya leftole huska na yishlok شوينخ تاكانكو أتا وياك بعلم خاطرت هنا كل يشلوك هنا كل يشلوك إن يكتوميون كي يكتومي أتا لشوينخ تاكلنا أتا كخواخ لا أنها إيجس كخانكلا تا إيجاتش يايا Lesi haskakilito ki yukchana jianachecha. Ata hoye he iktomi kami gayo letakwa ivilukchala ngana kukteshni ivilukchala iktomi hektak ya kiktana ha ke he mish ahechli ivilukchala hat in ahechna ata al paha in naviya chahel ikto uhiaske hawechet
Zomi.
I have one. I wrote down a word here too. Zunte. Somebody that you can
someone
trust.
to trust.
Yeah.
Zunte.
So that's Zomi will be like the Ikto.
Ikto.
Yeah. So what did we learn from this story is that Ikto is Zomi.
Zomi, the one word that I came across was Wihani Chilapi.
Yeah.
Is that pride.
Yeah.
That pride that gets you in trouble.
Yep.
Even if you think you're so proud of even doing bad things. I don't know too many people that are proud of doing bad things, but obviously the French were. But Ikto got him in the end, so that's an excellent story.
Yeah, that's.
And then one other question, maybe Hercules can answer this. Which is the newest word? Luta or Sha? What in the Lakota language? What is the newer word? He knew it.
That was one of the questions.
That was one of the questions today. So, luta is the old word, machbia luta. That was pretty good. And then the other one too, if anybody could answer that. What does TCH mean?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. But Ikto, he lived a life that we were not supposed to.
Right.
Yeah, he shows it to us. We do not have to live like that.
No.
So, Ikto is a teacher in his own way.
In his own way.
Yeah. So that is a lesson. So tonight, those of you that are listening on the road or on the internet or in Rapid City on 88.7, Rosebud, Cheyenne River. We'll bring some more. Like we try to mix it up, and then sometimes we bring humor. This Lakota way of life, we always have humor, and then we learn from that too. So that is why we do this storytelling. And another thing that I wanted to say thanks, and I hope that this person, I have never met this guy, but there is a person out there that records these stories, these shows, and if you're listening, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, because someday it's good to put these on recordings or make maybe like put them in writing, and I'm really glad that he's doing this. Okay. This we just had a call here. It says Indian word for please. Indian word. Should be Lakota word for please. But that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah. It's Lakota. But please is something that we don't really have in our that I have never used. Please.
Just give it. Let me have that now. Play this now.
Maybe we don't. Maybe it's one of those words that we use it maybe in a different way. A different word, like that. Okay.
Because that's the one I came up with right there. Iokipi.
Yeah. Like
I don't know if that's 2 please or.
The elders, we always say, like, I'm an elder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I ask my grandchild to give me something, or if I give him something, we usually add, like, to or something.
No.
I noticed that from grandmas. They add a little word in there that makes it sound like that there's a little sound in there. Le'ichuna, like that.
Le'ichuna.
Yeah. And so, really, please, maybe somebody out there knows, please, listening. So if you know this word, if there is a please word, let us know. But for me, I don't think there's in our language, we don't, it's just like, there is a word for excuse me. We had that one time. Miyachoni. Or Hantayo or something. I don't know. Please get away.
Right. That is pretty much get out of my way. Especially at lunchtime.
Yeah. So we'll work on this, please. But for me, I think we have other words that have say please.
Please.
But, we don't use the word please. No. Maybe someday we need to make one.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes there's words out there that we don't have Lakota words, and someday we need to everybody needs to sit down. Maybe a group of people need to sit down and make. Remember that phrase we heard? Coin new words.
Yeah, coin new words.
Yeah. So that's one of them. I'll put it in this folder and we'll put it into our computer and see what it comes up.
But I'd like to say hi to my friend Shauna out there in Utah. I hope she's a native girl out there listening. She's good people. Say hi to her. Say hi to my friends and family back home in Michigan. And once again, thank you to Hercules for having me up here. Thank you to Lexi Bryan for for having the patience to work with everybody on this Lakota language that we should all take pretty serious. So, but once again the Lakota Nation for letting me be a part of everything. So I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, call up here to the radio station. I'm sure that we can. And the other thing too was Facebook.
Yeah.
Everybody's on Facebook, so if you can send all your requests in on Facebook, he's got this $5,000 computer over here, and maybe he can put that to work. So But I really appreciate it, and hektayechi washte.
Washte hapo na toksake.
Toksake.
Thank you to KILI Radio.